Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. We're coming up to the 1-year anniversary of when I first coined the term the Peter Dislike Show. I still distinctly remember how this started. My very first video singing the Bum 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 tune, I was trying to make a parody of how Peter Schiff would talk about investing in bismuth if he were to do that. Obviously, I know he doesn't like bismuth. He doesn't like platinum and palladium, and I would imagine his attitudes about bismuth would be very similar. I can't remember where he spoke about platinum and palladium. I tried to search his videos, but anyway. But I tried to make a parody. The other thing I did was that, you see, I've always thought of, in my mind, the Peter Schiff Show as a Peter Shit Show. And because he talks so shitty about the economy. And so in my mind, I often think I'm watching the Peter Shit Show. And so I decided to sing that tune and say the Peter Shit Show. Unfortunately, I made a couple parody videos like that, and not long after that I got a ton of dislikes. It was really upsetting. I had been making YouTube videos for over a decade, and all of a sudden I'm getting dislikes left and right. Now, I remember it was during Thanksgiving that I said that if you keep leaving dislikes, I'm not going to record any more YouTube videos. I was trying to scare whoever was leaving the dislikes to stop doing that. Unfortunately, I got even more dislikes. And finally, out of desperation, I decided to see what would happen if I started asking for dislikes. And I loved that tune so much, I started to sing it and say the Peter Dislike Show. And I got a lot of dislikes. But because I was asking for them, it didn't seem so bad anymore. It was hard to distinguish who was disliking my video because they genuinely disliked it versus who was disliking it because I was asking for it and calling myself the Peter Dislike Show. And I really love the way Peter Dislike Show sounds, right? Last year I really would have thought by now I would have gone down in history as one of the only channels on YouTube to actively ask people for dislikes, right? I wish I had done this years ago when you could still see the dislikes on YouTube, right? Unfortunately, I really didn't think about it until they took the dislikes away. I wonder where else I could do this where people could see it. I suppose I could ask people to leave like comments, bad comments or criticism in the comments. That doesn't work really well because there's nothing to talk about there. You get the idea, right? I was tempted I teach at Phoenix College, and every semester we have these student evaluation forms, and I was tempted to ask the students to write bad evaluations because the chair's not going to believe them, right? And so if you really like my teaching, leave a 1 on all the evaluations. I was tempted to do that, but I thought better of it. I didn't want to have to explain things and just create a mess. But I just like the concept of disliking. I don't know why. And it's been a year now. And when I die, I want my tombstone to be in the shape of a dislike finger with the thumb buried underground. It will be made of a material that is strongly disliked at that time, right? Whatever metal is undervalued, it will be made of that. And that will be my tombstone, and people can read about me, because I often feel like that, right? I could be one of the most important materials out there, but it's very heavily undervalued at the time, right? I often do feel like that in a lot of ways, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.